What's up, guys? Tony here from WarcraftTV.com, and today I wanted to talk about something kind of close to my heart. That's making gold in World of Warcraft. In the past, you can see on my channel I've made several little videos about farming certain things to make gold, and a little bit playing the auction house and stuff like that. And in Legion, it almost seems like it's not even necessary. In fact, WoW knows it's not necessary. That's why they keep raising the level cap, which I've hit several times in the past. This expansion, I started late in Legion and didn't really put any focus in it. I wanted to enjoy the game, basically. I wanted to get back to playing the game and trying to enjoy it as best as possible. Even though PvP is pretty harsh right now, as far as random battlegrounds. If you're not well geared and elite, let's say an arena player, with a high rating or something like that, you're probably not enjoying PvP like you should be. They took away our goals. I used to, in the past, like from Arena 1, 2, 3, going back a few years, I used to decide which character I was going to play based on what their clothes look like, what sets I could get, and it was PvP, strictly PvP. And so that always dictated what character I played. I had mages, warlocks, paladins. Never really got into the warrior. I have a couple warriors laying around, but I'm probably never going to max them out because I'm just not into melee. Not like that. I mean, I have a rogue at top level, but that's more like a lifestyle kind of thing. Rogues have a pretty interesting lifestyle. Out in the world, mining and doing things, especially PvP. But rogues are so nerfed right now. At least in my opinion, they're definitely nerfed. I mean, it's not my main character, so maybe if I was geared out, then maybe I'd feel different about the rogue, but it's just not for me, that's for sure. I love the play style, but it seems like I'm very squishy, and I hate that. My main right now is a warlock, and that's just because it's so easy to do everything on a warlock. You just especially an affliction lock, you just kind of dot everything and keep on rolling. But I'm getting off track here. Look, let's go back to making gold. Even Blizzard knows that making gold in this game is stupid easy. You don't even have to put any effort into it. You can level from 100 to 110, and assuming you don't spend your time in the auction house and buy a bunch of junk, you'll end up with like 10 to 20,000 gold just in those 10 levels, just from leveling and doing regular questing and stuff like that, and then eventually world quests. When you hit 110 and start doing world quests, you get paid pretty well. And if you're doing dungeons, then you get a little bit of a bonus there too. So I mean, it's pretty easy to make gold in this game. If somebody's flat broke in this game, they're doing something wrong. They're not playing the game. They're not doing the content. They're not running dungeons or anything like that. And they're probably shopping too much, just like in real life. You got to have the cash flow to cover your expenses. And in this game, it's the same thing. You got to have the gold flow to cover your expenses. And for me, I mean, I have alts all over the place, different servers and all that. And my expenses are nothing. Repair bills, that's it. That's it, just repair bills. You don't really buy anything. You don't need to. You don't need to be in the auction house. Just go do the questing and do the dungeons, and you'll get gear that way. So, is it necessary to even play the auction house anymore? I know these guys are running around with like 10 million gold and whatever. And I see their YouTube videos, and it's like, hey, that's impressive. Good job, but how much time and effort are you putting into that? I mean, are you crafting stuff? Are you mining stuff? Are you farming stuff? What's going on there? And a lot of them have different ways to do that. So, I mean, I follow all kinds of YouTubers, and, they're talking about different ways to make gold, and they're making crazy amounts of gold in the game, but what's the point? I mean, a lot of them, they'll give away stuff. They'll buy a mount and give it to somebody. things like that. And that's cool. That's great. Share the love, right? But on the other hand, they're sitting with an insane amount of gold for really no reason whatsoever, other than just to, I don't know, make a YouTube video and say, hey, I have this much gold. So, I mean, most of my characters are sitting on like 10,000 gold, nothing outrageous. All my characters, in fact, I think over 100. I think all my characters are sitting at like 10,000 gold or more, and that's more than enough. I'm not buying mounts. I've got crazy amounts of mounts. Good job. So, I mean, what's there to spend the gold on? And I know people are like, oh, you could buy this, you could buy that, but it really is just mounts. That's roughly it. I'm not going to go spend 50, 60,000 gold on, you know, a piece of armor or something like that, because it's just not necessary. At the level of the game that I'm playing, I'm not hardcore raiding or anything, and I'm not even doing arenas. This expansion, I'm not doing arenas at all, mainly because the people I play with, you know, that's not their thing. They don't do it. So if there was a 1v1 and it could get gear, maybe I would do that. I don't know. PvP in this expansion is horrible. I'm really not pleased with the way Blizzard dealt with it, but you know, it is what it is. There's not much you can do about it. So, you know, and the same with gold making. I mean, it's really easy to make gold if you're on a decent server. If you're on a lonely little server in the middle of nowhere, then it's probably not so great. I actually have some characters on a pretty low pop server where you can control the auction house so much that it's good for business and it's bad for the realm, I guess you could say. I don't know, whatever. Not a lot of people can afford it because they're not playing the game. They're broke. They can't afford high prices, so then the prices eventually have to come down so people will buy your stuff because you end up with a surplus of things. Versus my characters on high pop serves, you know, I can sell anything. Like, I can go kill a level 5 mob and get some loot off of him, throw it in the auction house, and it sells almost immediately, which is crazy. And it's something that anybody could have just ran outside and killed a mob and got, you know. I mean, people are so lazy in this game, but they all have gold on high pop servers. They're pretty wealthy. So that's why when I see people saying, oh, I don't have any gold, I can't afford this or that, I'm questioning. It's like, are you even playing the game, man? Play the damn game. So anyways, I don't know. That's my little rant about gold. It's, if you're broke, it's because you're not playing the game. Start playing the game. Stop focusing on gold. Don't worry about, I mean, if you want to do professions, fine, do your professions. But actually do them, you know, work it, just like in real life. You know, get a job, make some money, pay some stuff, you know, then you can afford some stuff, I guess, you know. That's my little rant. Anyways, this PvP that you're looking at here, if you're even looking at it, it's old. It's from this expansion, but I don't know, this character is not even max level. This is my fire mage. I love this character. He's one of my older characters. I don't play him that often. I used to PvP on him. Well, Arena 1, 2, and 3. So, back in the day. Anyways, I don't really play him too much now. Mainly because I just hate PvP. It's horrible. If you're not geared for it. At max level, you know, at max level, if you don't have the right gear, then it's pretty horrible. You just get rickrolled, you know? So, anyways, if you're into making gold, you know, that's cool. Keep doing it. There's tons of add-ons. It's really easy to make gold nowadays. You still got to deal with Chinese farmers or whatever they call them, the bots and all that stuff, but it's not as bad as it used to be. At least I don't think so. I think it's pretty damn easy to make gold. But stop worrying about it. Start enjoying the game. You know, get back to the basics and enjoy the game. Enjoy the content. There's lots of it. See you next time.
Red team wins the match.